Well, hello everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back, and today I want to compare these two Olight flashlights. On the left here, I have the Seeker 2 Pro model, and on the right here, I have the new Seeker 2. Now, the first thing I want to say is the Seeker 2 Pro came out first. I got this light April 10th of this year, and it's been great. The price point on this one is around $140. And on the Seeker 2, I got this one August 22nd, 2019. The price point on this one's $110. But I'm really liking this Seeker 2 better than the Seeker 2 Pro as far as bang for the buck. If you want to talk about the flashlights themselves, when you purchase them on the new Seeker 2 for the $110 price point, when you purchase this, you get the flashlight. Okay, let me get this opened here. You get the flashlight with a battery, okay, and then underneath all this foam you get a magnetic charging cable, you get a lanyard, and an owner's manual. Okay, so it's very simple. They get right to the point as far as what you're going to get with this original Seeker 2 flashlight. Now when it comes to the Seeker 2 Pro, when you purchase this, it does have a higher price. It's $30 more. Okay, so when you get this one and you open your packaging, the first thing you see right off the bat is not only do you get the flashlight, but you get a holster with the flashlight, which is a kind of a nice touch. So you get the holster. Then you get the owner's manual down there. You get a lens cleaning cloth, the magnetic charging cable, and I'll tell you that this magnetic charging cable is longer than the standard one that comes with the Seeker 2. You also get the little stickies. Then you get an L-dock, a couple of screws, and a mounting sticky for the L-dock. So you get a little more when you purchase the Seeker 2 Pro. Okay, so now if you want to take a look at the flashlights themselves, when you compare them against each other, the first thing off the bat is you'll notice that the Seeker 2 here on the right is just slightly shorter in length than the Seeker 2 Pro on the left. So if we do the dimensions, this is 4.96 inches long, and this one is 5.04 inches long. If you want to convert that into millimeters, that's 128 millimeters on the Pro and 126 millimeters on the Seeker 2. The next thing that you'll notice that's a difference is the flat or the matte look of the dull black that the Seeker 2 has here on the right. I like that. It looks more military, it looks more like industrial or something, where the Seeker 2 Pro here on the left, it has more of a shiny, kind of a semi-gloss kind of look. I don't personally like that. I like the dull finish. The next thing that you'll notice is the rubber overmolding that the Seeker 2 Pro has. Okay, the Seeker 2 does not have that, only the Pro model does. And then the next thing is the battery level indicator. You've got 4 different positions of battery life, basically 25, 50, 75, and 100%, telling you your battery life. Then on the left here you have the brightness level indicator. So low or moonlight mode will be the first light, medium will be the second light, high will be the third light, and then turbo will be this fourth light. So you don't have that brightness level indicator on the Seeker 2. However, you do have a battery indicator right here in the center. You see that red light? That's because I'm in lockout mode. I'm also in lockout mode here. But if I unlock this light, and go to low here, you'll see that I have a green indicator. Now that green indicator is when my battery is above 60%. And if this indicator turns orange, my battery is between 10 and 60%. And if it turns solid red, it's between 5 and 10%. And if this indicator starts flashing red, I'm below 5%, and it's time to charge that light. Okay, now if you want to look at the lenses and the head, they're both TIR optical lenses, but the LEDs that they're employing in these flashlights are significantly different, even though you can't tell by appearance. The Seeker 2 Pro is running 3 Cree XPL LEDs, where the Seeker 2 is running 3 OSRAM P9 LEDs, and I think these LEDs are more efficient, more fuel efficient. Now, if we start getting into the nitty-gritty of these lights and we look at the functionality and how they operate, they both operate exactly the same. They both have moonlight mode of 5 lumens. Now on this one, the Seeker 2, the moonlight mode will last for 15 days. Now on the Seeker 2 Pro, the moonlight mode will last for 12 days. So we're already gaining 3 days of runtime on the same brightness level, 5 lumens. Okay, so that's a significant difference right there just on moonlight mode alone. Now if we go up to low, we're going to run 50 lumens on both of these. Now the Seeker 2 is going to run for 72 hours at 50 lumens. That's 3 days of runtime. Now if you look at the Seeker 2 Pro, it's also operating at 50 lumens, but it's running for 52 hours, which is 2.16 days. So we're getting 20 hours of more runtime out of the Seeker 2 at the same exact brightness level. Now if we bump these up to medium, they will both jump up to 300 lumens. Now the Seeker 2 Pro operates at 300 lumens for 9.5 hours, which is good. But the Seeker 2 at 300 lumens will last 13 hours. So we're gaining 3.5 hours of more runtime at the same exact setting with the same exact battery, because both of these lights are operating on an 21700 lithium ion rechargeable battery operating at 5,000 milliamp hour. Now if I jump up to high, they will both go up to 1200 lumens, and to prevent overheating, they will both reduce down to 600 lumens. And they are both identical as far as how long they will last at 1200 lumens. They will both step down after 110 minutes. That's 1.83 hours. Now after they step down and they go to 600 lumens, the Seeker 2 Pro here will operate at 600 lumens for an additional 30 minutes, where the Seeker 2 at 600 lumens will operate for an additional 50 minutes. So on that setting right there, we're getting 20 minutes more runtime out of the Seeker 2, which is phenomenal. Now let's talk about turbo. Turbo, this is where the Seeker 2 Pro kind of outshines the Seeker 2, is the maximum output of 3200 lumens. Okay, but the Seeker 2 runs at 3000. Now the 3200 lumen rating will step down after 2 minutes and it'll go down to 600 lumens for an additional 150 minutes. That's 2.5 hours of runtime after the step down. Okay, 2.50 hours. Now the Seeker 2, on the other hand, it will operate at 3000 lumens, so we're only 200 lumens less bright, but it'll hold that for an additional minute. So it'll hold this 3000 lumens for 3 minutes instead of 3200 lumens for 2 minutes. Then once this steps down to 600 lumens, it will run for an additional 155 minutes, or 2.58 hours. So we'll get 5 extra minutes of runtime after the step down on the Seeker 2. Now again, if you want to talk about the LEDs, we are running the OSRAM P9 LED, 3 of them, and on this one we're running 3 Cree XPL LEDs. And these OSRAM P9s are very, very fuel efficient, as you can see in this comparison video. Now the throw, this is where the Seeker 2 Pro shines. 250 meters of throw versus 220 meters of throw. So the Seeker 2 Pro wins on the throw by 30 meters. That's significant. Now if you talk about the candela rating of this light on turbo, you're going to reach 15,600 candela, which on the Seeker 2 you're getting 12,100. So 3,500 candela less than what this Pro offers. Now the impact resistant is both 1.5 meters of impact resistance, and they are both IPX8 waterproof, completely underwater down to 2 meters. Now the weight of the flashlight, this Seeker 2 Pro is a little bit heavier, almost half of an ounce heavier with the battery, 6.98 ounces with the battery, while the Seeker 2 is 6.53 ounces with the battery, so a little bit lighter. The dimensions, I talked about that earlier. We are 5.04 inches by 1.38 inches in the diameter of the head. The diameter of the head of this one is the exact 0.38 inches, but the length is only 4.96 inches. Now if you want to compare those distances and those lengths in metric, we are looking at 126 millimeters by 35 millimeters on the head, and then this one's 128 millimeters by 35 millimeters on the head. So this one is 2 millimeters shorter. Now they're both operating on the 21700 battery, operating at 5,000 milliamp hour. And that's really all I have in the differences between these two lights. They're both excellent lights. They're both phenomenal. They both perform very well. When I take them out in the dark and I turn them both on, the light looks the same. You know, if I unlock this one here, and you can see that the light, there we go, the light looks the same. They have the same color of light. So just changing the LED did not change the color or anything. In fact, it looks identical from what I can see. So on the right I have the Olight Seeker 2, and on the left I have the Seeker 2 Pro. They are both on high. So let's look at the Pro first. There's a look at the light. This one's operating on 3 Cree XPL LEDs. It's got a good amount of light. Now let's take a look at the Seeker 2. This one's running on 3 OSRAM P9 LEDs, and it puts out a nice amount of light. I gotta tell you, I like the battery level indicator. To me, when I look at these two lights and I compare them against each other, okay, they both do a great job. I guess what I'm trying to say is when you compare these lights to each other, the Seeker 2 Pro here on the left, it just kind of reminds me of the bougie version of a flashlight. I mean, it's got the nice rubber over mold, it's got the battery indicators so you can see what's going on, you know, what brightness level you're on and things like that. This one just seems like it's just getting the job done. Simply powerful, as they put it. I think they're both phenomenal. If you want to talk about the price point, the Seeker 2 Pro, they're running around $140, and the Seeker 2s, they're running, the retail is $110, so $30 less, and you're getting what I would call a better light. It's not brighter on turbo, you know, but you're 200 lumens within that. But the run times on the Seeker 2 are better. Now, one thing that I'll make note of, when I originally got this Seeker 2, is it came with a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, which has been changed to the upgraded 5,000 milliamp hour battery, but it came with this battery here, the 4,000, which fit in there just fine. Okay, I didn't have no problems. But when I tried to put that battery in my Seeker 2 Pro, it did not fit. Okay, so the battery tubes are a little bit different. If you look at the Seeker 2, the battery tube is a little bit thicker. Look at that thickness. So it's going to be, I would say, a little bit more durable. The Seeker 2 Pro here is thinner and less durable, in my opinion. So it would not run the 4,000 milliamp hour battery. But those are the major differences that I've found with these flashlights. I hope that you got some good, useful information out of this video. Please feel free to leave your comments down below, like this video, share this video, and as always, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day, and we'll see you next time. Again, the price point on these, Seeker 2 Pro runs around $140, and the Seeker 2 runs around $110. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you out. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.